Dear Gemini, there's something I need to tell you right now, and it's no coincidence that you found this video. There is an energy approaching you, not loud, not obvious, but it carries a risk that could shake the light and freedom within you. You were born with quick wit, sharp intelligence, and a gift of communication that captivates anyone. But that very gift unintentionally stirs jealousy in some people's hearts. And when that jealousy begins to form, they don't confront you openly. Instead, they choose a more subtle way, planting seeds of doubt within you, little by little, making you shrink yourself to fit into their narrow frame. Gemini, have you ever left a conversation feeling suddenly drained, empty, even asking yourself, am I too much? Should I be quieter? Express less? That is not you being overly sensitive. That is a sign that someone is deliberately trying to dim your brilliance and sharpness. And if you don't recognize it in time, it will gradually become an invisible burden, causing you to doubt even the very strengths you were born with. You see, the universe doesn't send these messages randomly. Your presence here is proof that it's time for you to be more aware in protecting yourself. The question isn't whether the risk is real, because it certainly is, but rather, will you listen to your intuition and act in time, or will you let yourself learn this lesson through pain? If you are a Gemini and feel every word here as if it's being spoken directly to you, leave a comment saying, I shine as Gemini, to affirm to yourself that you are ready to protect your light. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next messages the universe has just for you. So now, take a deep breath, set aside all your daily worries, prepare yourself a cup of tea or your favorite coffee, and sit with me just as two friends confiding about the most important thing, how you can hold steady and shine fully with your Gemini light. Part 1. The person who is jealous of your light. Dear Gemini, when you walk into a room, what others first notice is not just your presence, but the vibrant, intelligent, and captivating energy you carry with you. You have the ability to turn what seems simple into a memorable story. Just a few of your words can make the atmosphere lively, help others feel connected, and spark inspiration. But paradoxically, this very gift unintentionally makes some people unable to bear your light. They admire you, yet feel small when standing next to you. And that is when jealousy begins to form. These people don't show up as obvious enemies. They don't step forward and declare that they want to bring you down. Instead, they wear a friendly mask, making you believe they truly care, that they are truly walking with you. They could be a friend you once trusted, a co-worker who often joked with you, or even a family member who always seemed to stand by your side. Because of this closeness, it's hard for you to see through the hidden motives inside them. And that's when the real danger begins. This type of person usually acts very subtly. They will never criticize you openly, but instead weave compliments with subtle criticisms, making you gradually doubt yourself. They might say, "You're really smart and resourceful, but sometimes you talk too much and make others tired." Or, "You're clever, but you can't focus for long, so you're hard to rely on." These words may sound like sincere advice, but in reality, they're poisoned arrows, slowly wounding your confidence. Gemini, you need to understand that these people don't appear in your life by accident. Your intellect, quickness, and adaptability are like a mirror, unintentionally reflecting the emptiness and insecurities inside them. Instead of letting your light inspire them to grow, they choose to drag you down, making you doubt yourself, so they can breathe easier standing next to you. That's not true admiration. It's jealousy disguised as respect. You'll recognize them through clear signs. They often give half-hearted compliments, like, "You're very talented, but maybe a little complicated." They tend to downplay your achievements, saying things like, "You're good, but it's probably just luck." Or when you succeed, they never celebrate fully. They always add a remark that dampens your joy. After talking with them, you don't feel uplifted, but instead smaller, confused, and questioning, "Am I really good enough?" This is the kind of person you must be very cautious of. Their danger doesn't lie in obvious actions, but in their slow erosion, like water dripping away at your self-belief, day after day. At some point, you may realize you've changed. You're no longer the bright, witty, confident Gemini you once were, but a more reserved, anxious version, constantly worried about being judged. And the scariest part is, you might believe the problem lies within you, when in reality, it lies in the way they've treated you. Gemini, always remember one thing. Someone who truly loves you will never need to add a but after their compliments. They will see your intelligence, your sharpness, your humor, and feel proud. They will encourage you to shine brighter, not try to dim your light. On the other hand, a jealous person will always feel the need to add criticism to balance their sense of inferiority. Learn to distinguish this clearly, because it is the compass that will help you recognize who is truly walking with you and who is only trying to drain your energy. Gemini, you don't need to shrink yourself to fit into anyone's small frame. You were born to be a free soul, a breeze carrying wisdom and connection. If you feel that someone makes you doubt yourself after each encounter, take it as a warning sign, not as the truth about you. Your light is never too much. It's simply too radiant for those who are not meant to walk alongside you. If you've ever met someone like this in your life, share your experience in the comments. Perhaps your story will help another Gemini become more aware and find timely protection. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can continue walking together, because the universe still has many important messages meant just for you. Part 2. Why Gemini attracts jealousy. Dear Gemini, have you ever wondered why you so easily become the center of every conversation and just as easily the thorn in someone's eye? The reason isn't that you've done anything wrong, but rather the unique essence the universe has gifted you. Gemini possesses quick intelligence, boundless curiosity, and the ability to see things from multiple angles. While others may need more time to understand something, you quickly connect the pieces, creating a multidimensional picture that leaves those who listen in awe. It is this sharpness that makes you a standout soul. And ironically, it is the very same thing that unintentionally ignites the fire of jealousy in others. They admire you, yet feel small beside you. They see you being creative, adaptable, and quick to adjust in any situation, while they are still struggling to find answers. And instead of letting your light inspire them, they feel exposed to their own shortcomings, choosing the easier path. Envy. Gemini, do you notice how jealous people never say it outright? They use half-compliment, half-criticism remarks like, "You're really talented, but you're always changing, nothing ever stable." Or, "You come up with so many ideas, but probably none of them ever last." At first, these may sound like sincere advice, but hidden within is discomfort, a desire to pull you down so they can feel better. Because when you stand tall in your own light, they can see more clearly the shadows they carry inside. So why is Gemini especially prone to attracting jealousy? Because you are the zodiac sign of movement and adaptability. You don't stay still for too long. You're always changing, always seeking something new. That creates a pace not everyone can keep up with. While others need time to adjust, you've already moved on to the next chapter. While they hesitate, you experiment and find new directions. This quickness leaves them feeling out of breath, as if you are a fleeting but irresistible breeze. And to cope with their sense of inadequacy, they choose to label you impatient, talkative, unstable. But Gemini, that is not the truth about you. It is simply the way they ease their own insecurity. Remember, your intelligence and creativity are rare gifts. You don't just see one path, you see countless others, and you are brave enough to explore them. That is why you become the spark for many new ideas, the center of admiration, and at the same time, the center of envy. Others could learn from you, but instead, many find it easier to try to hold you back so they don't feel left behind. And perhaps what makes you most noticed is your freedom of expression. Gemini doesn't hide. You voice your thoughts, you share your ideas, you connect through wit and intelligence. While many others are still hesitant, you've already dared to bring your voice into the world. That confidence makes you stand out, and anything that stands out easily becomes the target of comparison. Dear Gemini, the important thing to remember is this: you are not at fault because others are jealous of your light. You don't need to shrink yourself to fit someone else's comfort. You were not born to be someone's background. You were born to be yourself, a Gemini who is intelligent, adaptable, endlessly creative, and ever curious. And the more you hold firmly to that light, the more you prove to the universe that you are faithful to your mission. So next time you hear mixed remarks, don't let them creep into your heart too quickly. Remind yourself that those words are not the truth about you. They are just echoes of someone else's insecurity. Your light has never been too much. It is simply too radiant for those who are not yet ready to face their own darkness. If you feel this rings true for you, leave a comment. I hold firmly to my Gemini light. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can continue this journey together, because the universe still has many powerful messages waiting for you. Part 3. The invisible wounds Gemini must endure. Dear Gemini, no one can fully see the wounds you carry inside, because they are not clear cuts, but invisible scratches that linger quietly. Others may think you're cheerful, lively, and never bothered by comparisons or criticism. They see you laughing, lightening up every situation, and assume you're always fine. But only you know that each denial, each comparison feels like a small stone thrown into the lake of your heart, creating ripples that last for a long time. How many times have you left a conversation feeling smaller? One moment you were excitedly sharing a new idea or something fascinating you just discovered, and the next, someone coldly dismissed you with, "Everyone already knows that," or "That idea sounds nice, but it probably won't go anywhere." Those words may sound light, but they are powerful enough to suffocate the fragile spark of belief growing in your heart. Gemini, you have a very recognizable habit. To avoid conflict, you choose silence. To keep the peace, you choose to give in. You think that if you don't react, everything will pass. But in reality, what you let go of on the outside turns into a burden on the inside. You don't want to upset others, but in return, you let your own heart suffer. And the cost of that compromise is nights spent asking yourself, "Am I really too much? Was I wrong to speak my mind?" These invisible wounds become even more dangerous when they start making you doubt yourself. You begin to wonder if you're truly as good as people say, or if it's all just an illusion. You start believing in comparisons that others are better than you, more stable than you, more reliable than you. And so, instead of walking confidently with your wit and intelligence, you hesitate, you hold back. You shrink yourself to fit into the expectations of those watching you. Gemini, pause for a moment and listen to me. That is not the truth about you. When someone says you're too much, the truth is they are not enough to walk beside you. When someone says you lack focus, the truth is they are not flexible enough to keep up with your pace of change. And when someone makes you believe your talent is just luck, it's because they refuse to accept that your light is a gift the universe gave only to you. The painful part is, because you long for harmony, you often overlook these wounds. You think silence is maturity, but in this case, silence only makes you lose small pieces of yourself. You think you're keeping balance, but in truth, you're losing inner balance when pain is not named, when your voice is silenced inside your own heart. Gemini, these invisible wounds not only exhaust you, they make you forget that you were born to shine. You do not have to stay quiet so others feel comfortable. You do not have to shrink your brilliance to fit into someone's narrow box. You were born to be a fresh breeze, bringing knowledge, creativity, and joy to the world. And the world needs you exactly as you are, not less, not more, but whole and authentic. I want you to remember one thing as a sacred affirmation. It's not that you are too much, it's that they are not enough to walk beside you. Engrave this in your heart, so that each time you hear criticism, you know it doesn't reflect the truth about you. It only reflects the limitations of the one speaking, and you don't have to live within their limits. Dear Gemini, gently but firmly set new boundaries for your heart. Don't let those invisible wounds pile up. Remember that every time you confidently speak, every time you trust your intuition, you are healing yourself. And you are proving to the world that you are stronger than any comparison or denial. If you've ever gone through this feeling, share it with us in the comments. To heal together. It's not that I am too much, it's that they are not enough to walk beside me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving messages from the universe, because your journey to protecting Gemini's light has only just begun. Part 4. The strategy to protect Gemini's light. Dear Gemini, you now understand why you so easily attract jealousy and have felt the invisible wounds it leaves behind. But the universe doesn't just want you to recognize these patterns. It wants you to learn how to protect yourself. Because your light is far too precious to be dimmed by anyone. And to do that, you must begin by setting boundaries, safe lines for your soul and your mind. Boundaries are not walls meant to distance you from others. They are shields that allow you to keep shining without letting anyone drain your energy. The first and most important boundary is through words. When someone uses jokes that chip away at your value, speak up. You don't need to be harsh, just firm. That doesn't make me feel good. Don't let silence turn into agreement. Don't let your forced smile become a signal that they can continue. Gemini, you must learn to clearly distinguish between two types of people in your life. The ones who truly love you are those who expand your mind, encourage you to explore more, and respect your Gemini nature. Curious, creative, ever-changing. They never ask you to shrink yourself. In fact, they are happy when you soar higher. They understand that your light doesn't dim theirs, on the contrary, it can illuminate the path for both of you. On the other hand, manipulators are the ones who leave you unsettled after every conversation. They may make you laugh in the moment, but afterward, your heart feels heavy with doubt. They leave you questioning, did I do something wrong? Should I have stayed silent? And if you realize that the closer you are to someone, the more you lose focus and faith in yourself, that's a clear sign they are not worthy of your light. One of the most important lessons the universe wants to send to Gemini is this: trust your intuition. because the mind can sometimes be swayed by sweet words and logical reasoning, but the heart never lies. If after meeting someone you feel heavy inside, trust that it is not a coincidence. If you sense something is off, even without rational proof, let your intuition guide you. Protecting your light is not selfish. It is your sacred responsibility to yourself and to the mission the universe has entrusted to you. Because Gemini's light is not just for you, it's for those who need your intelligence, humor, and free spirit to find faith again in life. And for that light to keep shining, you must learn to say no to the people, words, and relationships that make you doubt yourself. Gemini, remember, you never have to prove your worth to anyone. You don't need to force yourself to be accepted. Your worth lies in your very essence. Your quick mind, your lively humor, and your gift of connection through words. Never let anyone convince you that these qualities are too much. If they are not enough to walk beside you, let them take their own path, while you continue on yours, radiant and free. If you agree that intuition is Gemini's strongest shield, leave a comment. I trust Gemini intuition. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to protect your light, because ahead lies a journey full of cosmic messages waiting for you to discover. Part 5. Awakening and the Final Message. Dear Gemini, we've walked together through the signs, through the types of people who hurt you, and through the ways they quietly make you question your own worth. But the most important part at the end of this journey is not just recognition, it is awakening. To remind you that the light within you is untouchable. Jealous people may appear anywhere. At work, in a relationship you once trusted, or even within your own family. But no matter how subtle they are, they can never steal the sharp intelligence, the wit, and the charm that the universe has given only to you. Gemini, you were born to be the wind that never stays still, to explore, to connect, and to renew the world with your wisdom and creativity. Criticism, comparisons, or jealous glances may slow you down for a moment, but they can never extinguish the flame of creativity inside you. And right now, the universe wants you to affirm once again, Gemini was born to shine. Those who truly love you will want you to soar higher, not shrink smaller. This is not just a reminder for yourself, but a declaration to the universe that you are ready to live true to your essence. I want to share with you a small but powerful exercise, a way to filter the relationships in your life. After every conversation, after every encounter, take a few minutes to ask yourself, do I feel brighter or do I feel smaller? If you feel inspired, your mind opened, your heart lighter, that's a sign you're with someone who nurtures you. But if you feel confused, tired, doubting yourself more, that is a clear signal that relationship is draining your light. Your role is not to keep enduring, but to bravely choose to stay or to walk away. Gemini, don't be afraid to step out of a connection that no longer serves you. The ones who truly love you will never want you to fold yourself into their small frame. They will rejoice in your freedom, in your full expression, in your wings spreading higher than you ever thought possible. And those who keep making you feel small, who keep saying you're too much, the truth is not that you are too much, but that they are not enough to walk beside you. Here's a truth you must remember. Your intelligence and wit are not meant for everyone. They are meant for those ready to receive them, those whose hearts are wide enough to feel them, and those mature enough not to feel threatened by your brilliance. So allow yourself to shine freely. and trust that the universe will bring you the people who are truly worthy. From this moment forward, Gemini, choose to trust your intuition over outside judgments. Trust the beat of your heart over half-hearted advice, and stand firm in the belief that you never need to apologize for your intelligence, your wit, or your extraordinary gift of connection. These are not burdens, they are gifts. And these gifts must be honored by you first, so that the world learns to honor them too. The universe did not send you this message by accident. It arrived right on time, because this is the moment you must awaken, rise, and protect your light. And I believe that once you dare to affirm your worth, you will attract the right people and opportunities, ones that don't make you smaller, but instead expand you, grow you, and make you shine brighter. If you feel this message has touched your heart, leave a comment to affirm with the universe, "I shine as Gemini." And don't forget to hit subscribe so we can continue this journey together, because your path of protecting and nurturing your light is still long, and the universe always has profound messages waiting just for you. Dear Gemini, today's journey is not just a warning, it is a reminder that your light is a gift from the universe, and no one has the right to make you doubt that truth. The lesson you can carry into your daily life is this: observe how you feel after each conversation. If you feel expanded and clear, that is a relationship that nurtures you. If you feel smaller and doubtful, that is a sign it's time to step away. You never need to apologize for your intelligence, your wit, or the freedom in your soul. These are the very missions you came into this world to fulfill. So always remember, Gemini was born to shine, and no one can extinguish that light but you. If you resonate with this message, leave a comment, "I shine as Gemini," to affirm it with the universe. Don't forget to hit like to spread this positive energy, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next messages sent especially for you. Keep your light shining brightly. I'll see you in the next videos, where we will continue to uncover the secrets the universe is whispering.